It's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
And bang. And there we go. And all right, there we did. And boom. What's up? Welcome back, goddamn it, to another edition of Tell Me a Joke, the God on Legends in a Dream. I'm your host of Maniacal, Menace. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And today, man, Mr. Artist Access himself.
Yes.
Man, I got him next to the side of me, and it's our turn. Put your hands together for Siraj. Whoa. Siraj the God. There it is. I got you. Bang, there it is. What's happening,
God
son?
is in the building. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How's everything been, man?
Oh man, everything been great. I have no complaints. Everything been right on schedule.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Divine timing, man.
Yes, sir. This is good. I know life for you has been very interesting.
Yeah.
I know this here. I wasn't expecting a dance party today. Usually they got church in this motherfucker, but today they got a whole dance battle.
Yeah,
It's like, this is what's going down in there. All right, I see it. But everybody out here creating, man.
Yeah.
I see you brought your book with you.
Yeah.
Man. You're always flashy guy. How long have you been flashy like this?
Oh man. I can't say I haven't always been flashy.
Yeah.
But when I come in the room, you're gonna know I'm in the room.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah, that's fresh. That's fresh.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been at this? At your whole entertainment journey, the artist access, all that?
Well, you know, I'm from New Orleans as well as you from New Orleans. So I was doing music in New Orleans. So I was doing music. I started doing music I started writing in '95.
Yeah.
Started writing, bro. But in '97, I got signed to a record label in New Orleans, right? Got signed to my first record label in New Orleans. And from there, everything just been on and popping. So from there, when I got signed from the label in New Orleans, and these people, this was before Cash Money got their deal, when I got signed to this label in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And the guys that were starting this label in New Orleans, they was popping in the city. What I mean by that, they had money.
Yeah.
Like Cash Money and them had money.
Right.
And long story short, we put out a project in '97. After that project was put out, the owner of the label, it was two guys. One of the guys got killed. Yeah. So from there, the label kind of slowed down.
Yeah.
But from that experience, I kind of got a lot of information to why I know I didn't need the label. And from there, I began to just continue to record music and I started my own label.
Right.
And I was just doing my own thing, putting out mixtapes in the city, doing shows.
Yeah.
Katrina hit. I moved to Houston.
Right.
And I just kept that train going.
Yeah.
But when I came out here, I jumped into the poetry scene.
Yeah.
Off the rip. When I came out here, I was like, my whole point was to find out about the poetry scene out here. And I did that, and I dove head first into the poetry scene. And that's why I kind of planted my feet in the poetry scene out here in Houston. Yeah.
That's the spot that I came down to.
Yeah.
When I came down to Houston, and like, all right, let's see what this poetry is about.
Yeah.
Like, I never knew. I never knew it was gonna be. I didn't know it was this big.
I didn't know either, bro.
Yeah. Like when you get here and you see it, it's like, oh, y'all are on to something. And this is amazing. Like the feeling of it, everything that they have going on down here, and it makes you want to be a part of it. And like the more and more I do these podcasts, the more and more I have more poets and more people that go beyond just their craft. You know, especially people that come out here in Texas, because Texas is a hustling culture. That's what they love to do out here. They love to go ahead and create their own jobs and to be their own to be their own boss, basically. And you carry that. Like not even if that is what it is that you're doing. Right. You carry that like I have my own boss persona.
Yeah.
Like I like for the artist access. What brought you to that?
Man, what brought me to the artist access space and idea is I'm big on everyone has something in them, right? A gift, some kind of talent, some kind of artistry, something to where they can be creative in, right?
Right.
And so knowing that, I wanted to give artists and creatives and just people period that got whatever going on, I wanted to give them a space and opportunity to talk about whatever it is that they have going on.
Yeah.
And not just what they got going on, but just to go a little deeper into it, into what even inspired them to even get started in that space. And because I know by telling their story, there's so many people out here that haven't tapped into their creativity or their artistry or the gift that God gave them. And I'm really trying to get to those people, the people who got something and they still dealing with the fears and all of that stuff. And I'm like, show us what God gave y'all.
Right.
I'm really trying to get to them people, the ones that still ain't came got on stage yet.
Yeah.
Show us what y'all got. Y'all got something too. Show us what God gave y'all.
Definitely. Yeah. So how do you think that? How do you think is the approach to reach people like that?
The approach is to, for us that's doing it, is to just keep doing it, because those kind of people, they come to the shows, they be in the audience, and the more they watch us, the more they crack through those fears and those doubts and worries, until when they just be like, you know what, let me just get up and do it. You know what I'm talking about? So my thing is to just keep on shining, keep on doing what I do, and keep on allowing people like you to do what you do, and telling your story, and eventually those people will get on stage and give us what they got.
So growing up, did you know that it was gonna lead this way, that you was gonna take this path?
I didn't know exactly what the path was gonna be, but I always knew that I was connected with God, for one thing.
Yeah.
I've always known that me and God was like this.
Yeah.
Like this. You hear me?
Interlocked.
I wasn't taught that. I knew it off the rip. I always felt a close connection with God, and I always knew that whatever I did, I was going to be at the top level of it. Yeah. And so my first thing was, I wanted to be a singer.
Okay.
I wanted to be a singer, right? And as a kid, I was always singing, always imitating. My daddy played a lot of Motown music, so I always would be singing Motown songs in the house.
Yeah.
Acting like I'm playing the piano and singing.
Right.
But in the midst of me doing that, I found that I had a gift in boxing. So as a kid, 5 years old, I had a cousin who was older than me. He was like the oldest cousin out of all of the cousins. He was like maybe 17. I'm the youngest cousin out of maybe about 10 more people. And he would put the gloves on us, and I'm beating everybody up. All my older cousins, my brother, I'm beating everybody up. So I went from wanting to be a singer as a kid to falling in love with the gift of boxing. And I wanted to be a boxer. And so in high school, from middle school to high school, elementary, I'm telling all my teachers, I want to be a boxer when I grow up.
Boxing, that's what it is.
And I started boxing in high school. I did that for about maybe a couple of years, a year in high school. I was good at it. But in the midst of that connection with God I told you I always had started to grow. I started to read a lot in high school, and I got more spiritual. And in high school, I said, I don't want to beat nobody up. I'm good at it, and I was good at it. It was natural. It was natural, bro. And I said, I don't want to hurt nobody. I could do this as easy, but I don't want to hurt nobody. I want to help people. And so by me reading a lot of spiritual books in high school and getting knowledge of self, I said I want to use my mind and my words, and I want to help, not hurt. And I began to write in high school. And I started writing poems and music. And from there, it went to, I'm a writer now. I started doing conscious music in high school.
Yeah.
This was the 95.
95.
John Eric.
That's it. Okay. See, my brother went to Eric. My brother, he graduated. Regardless, we stayed down the street from Eric, right there on the West Bank. So, like, I know all about it.
Yeah.
That 95 was a good era.
Oh yeah.
I always say that 95 was a good year.
A good year.
Yeah, a good old year.
Yeah.
Good old 95. But yeah, it makes you. Like when you speak about it, man, it does kind of make you miss New Orleans. Like,
man, yeah.
Just going back home, I can't take too much of it when I go back home. But when I'm back home, it's a different energy.
Yeah.
And I love the energy that we have down in the city, but I come back because it's a different culture out here.
Yeah.
Even though we did bring, you know, a piece of New Orleans after Katrina out to this motherfucker, you know, it ain't nothing like being back at home.
Right.
And, you know, most people, they want to go back there and like, oh, I would like to visit New Orleans. Go visit it now before it goes to shambles, because I don't know what the fuck going on down there, but it's New Orleans.
Right.
So, you know, before you miss it, before it goes to shit, go ahead and go see what they got to offer, because it is a beautiful city. You know, and being able to come out here from the music and going from your love of music to boxing to poetry to being on stage to bringing your own show, like that feel, how does that feel to you, the growth that you've made?
Man, you know what? For you to ask me that right now, I would have to stop and actually look at it.
Yeah.
Because since I moved here in 2017, and when I tell you, since I moved here, I just hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And I've been running. Been running, bro. I just been doing. And I don't really, rarely do I look back at what I've been doing.
Yeah. You just in the midst of it.
Lately, like every now and then I might look back and be like, but it'd be like a little glimpse, and I'm so focused on what I got going on and what I'm doing. So it's like, to look back at what I've done, I'd be like, man, I've been working, brother.
Yeah.
I've been working, man.
Yeah.
I've been working, bro. And I feel, like I said, I put out a book this year in August, and that was a pivoting point in my life.
Yeah.
To where that felt like one of the greatest things, one of my greatest accomplishments, to put out that book, right? And so it feels good, bro, because like to be here, it allows me, it gives me the space and the freedom and everything I need to do all that's in me to do, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm in a good space. It's like I always knew I was gonna be something big and great. I always knew it. I always felt it. I know that me and God was gonna give something to the world, right?
Right.
And since I moved here, Houston has allowed me to give it away.
Yeah.
To do that thing.
The opportunities that came out here.
Man, it's all here.
Yeah. I didn't expect it. Like I strayed away from this place for so long. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm like, nah, because my people were out here. And I'm like, I want to go try to do it on my own. But, you know, going out there doing it on my own is like, you still need family and foundation, my guy. You know, how you going to go out there and your roots is ran ragged? Yeah. You know, I'm like, let me go ahead, go back and feed these roots again, build up. Yeah. And now I've built like a little small foundation to where, you know, I have a community of people, and people are like, hey man, can I come be? I'm like, oh yeah, y'all see me? Y'all, you know, I'm not invisible no more. So it is very much exciting to actually be part of something and to be seen,
right?
And you know, for people to acknowledge that, oh man, you got something going, you're doing something. Hey, keep doing what you're doing, because you know we loving it.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, hell yeah.
Like I said, man, I ran across you because my lady, she showed me a clip of your performance.
Yeah.
And so the performance was phenomenal, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
And from that moment, so me being who I be and what I do, I'm always looking for talent. I'm looking for people that got something that we can talk about.
Right.
What you got, I want to be that platform to show what you got.
Yeah.
Like I said, what you got is going to inspire somebody.
Right.
So like I said, once I saw your clip of you performing, I said, that guy got to be on my show. I said, I got to get him.
Yeah.
I got to get him on my show.
Right.
And we made it happen like instantly. Because like I said, I'm good friends with Amber.
Yeah.
And so she the one, I think she called you for me and connected us. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to Amber. Amber's guys, what's happening?
Yeah. So I mean, I want to give you your flowers because like I said, man, I love to see people operating in purpose. Because like I said, it's purpose in purpose.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
That's something new. I never said it, but that's a t-shirt, baby. There is purpose in purpose.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, man, the main purpose is God don't give it to you just for you can have it
No.
and brag about it.
Right. No.
It's to keep the whole creativity going.
Yes. Yeah.
It's to keep on creating and inspiring others.
Yeah.
It's to keep the whole thing going, bro.
Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's those hence why I tell me a joke. Guideline and chase the dream. I gotta speak to the dream chasers that's out here trying to make it. You know, as I see this dance competition down here, it's like, oh, that's a whole bunch of dream chasers out here trying to make it. You know, motherfuckers coming in smelling like onions and shit. And it's like we out here just to dance. We don't care about what we look like or smell like. I'm just gonna show you these moves so I can make this money. And it's like,
that's
poetry. Do your thing. Yeah.
To me, poetry covers all of the arts.
Yeah.
Comedy is poetry to me.
Yes, sir.
To me, painting a picture is poetry.
Yeah.
Because I was told that poetry is you expressing yourself.
Right.
So whatever you're doing, I got a poem called "God is the Poet."
Yeah.
Because I see God creating all that God has created as poetry.
Yeah.
God is creating because he's expressing itself. I see God and everything that God has created. God is expressing who it is through his creation.
Right.
And to me, that is poetry, brother. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Also, what else is beautiful? Did you come with your own glasses? Is this?
We just come from the Artist Access, so
Yeah.
I came prepared.
Yeah.
I came prepared with the
Yes,
BlackBerry
sir.
and the glasses.
Come on.
Yeah.
Came with his own little setup, making this look elegant. I need a pinky out for some.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There it is, sir.
Yeah. This is the official drink of the Artist Access.
Yes.
Drink. Morgan David Blackberry. We drink this every Wednesday.
Let them know.
On HJS TV, we drinking on some Blackberry.
Come on.
Yes,
oh,
sir.
man. And it's delicious. That is
Oh,
delicious.
yeah.
That goes
Yeah.
down smooth. I like all of that. It has been great. Like, in this space of what we do now, and to say that everything that you have taken on for yourself, how do you deal with the pressures of it all? How do you deal with the vulnerability?
See, that's some of the things that God has equipped me with, right? So
yeah.
I don't want to, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This shit easy, bro.
Oh, come on.
I ain't lying, bro.
Yo,
bro.
that's beautiful.
I always thank God for the way God made me, because the way God made me, it's like when God made me, it's like I know it's like God looking in the mirror and looking at itself.
Yeah,
I ain't lying to you, bro. I'm talking about
made in his image.
I don't feel no pressures. Like, remember I told you boxing was natural to me.
Yeah.
It seems like everything I take on to do, it's all just natural.
Yeah, it fits. It's suitable.
Natural. It's like once I understand what I'm doing and start doing it, this shit become easy, man. I ain't lying to you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not lying, bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, the things that when I do get into certain things, depending on how difficult it is, I do realize that over time it has become easier.
Yeah, the repetition of it makes it easy.
Yeah, and especially with doing this, Right. But I've always understood that there is a difficulty behind this.
Yeah.
And I just make it look like it's simple.
Yeah.
But no, I have molded myself to where I can deal with this, and I make it look like it's smooth. But now I'm always in the background, like, oh, is this working? I'm always second guessing myself behind the scenes.
Yeah,
like, am I doing okay? Am I doing enough?
Right, there you go. I feel you.
Yeah. And I'm always asking myself, is this enough?
Yeah.
Do I need to do more?
Yeah.
How do you know when you got too much on your plate?
Oh, man. They say God ain't gonna give you the more than you can handle, right?
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I be feeling like you said, I be feeling like, am I doing enough? I'm always in the space of, am I doing enough? You know what I'm talking about? With all that I got going on, I be like, am I doing enough? I always feel like it's more that I could be doing.
Right.
I always feel like I feel like it's something I could be doing more.
Yeah, I do feel like I have that itch. I'm like that. I need to be like, I see certain things and I'm like, this looks fun. That looks interesting.
Yeah.
I would like to mash that together and make it my own.
Yeah.
But then it's like, when am I have the time to do this? Because I also want to do this right here. I'm also thinking about this here, and I want to get back into this. But then I'm gonna be writing this back here, and it's like, and you wrote a book.
Right.
And I myself being like, I got all these words that I can put into a book.
Right.
But actually sitting down and taking the time to write that book,
right.
It's like, oh man.
Right.
How do you like for you to actually sit down and write? How long did it take you to write that?
Man, look here, brother. From the concept of the idea into the completion of it,
Yes.
it took 7 years. 7 years. Now, it's not. It don't take 7 years to write no book.
Yeah.
It don't take that long to write no book. But like I said, with all that I be doing,
Yeah.
what I've come to learn and understand is that while I'm doing this,
Yeah.
I have to understand that I have to be okay with while I'm doing this. I understand that I got to put this down. So
Yeah.
while I was doing poetry, I kind of put the music down a little bit.
Yeah.
I had to learn to be okay with that.
Ah.
That's what it is. I had to learn to be okay that when I'm doing this, put all my focus and attention on this on just this.
Yes.
And so in the beginning, I would kind of feel like I was turning my back to music, right? So now I understand that when I'm doing poetry, focus on poetry. I'm back into my music space.
Yeah.
I'm back into my music space. About to put out another music project called Poetry Over Beats, right?
Okay.
And so doing the book was different because I would always dibble and dabble in the writing of the book.
Mm-hmm.
I would focus on it for a little while and get back to the poetry. Focus on it a little while, get back to the acting. Focus on it a little while, get back to the poetry.
Yeah.
A little music over here.
Yeah.
And so the next book, I don't think I'm gonna take no 7 years to write the next book.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this book is gonna be a
you got the
3-part
syllabus
process.
already.
This is gonna be a 3-part process.
Yes, sir.
Right? So the name of the book is Ascension Process, Achieving God Consciousness.
Come on.
And so this book that
It's
I
a
put
hell of
out,
a name, sir.
this book, man, this is just the beginning stages of what I'm talking about and what I'm trying to get you to tap into. So there'll be 2 more parts to this book, and the next part, it ain't gonna take y'all 7 years to get it out there. You know what I'm talking about?
How do you stay with a theme? How do you keep that process of just expounding on that?
It kind of came to me just the way an album comes to me. Even the whole idea of writing the book came to me the same way me doing music.
Yeah.
So it's like the whole idea came to me was like it just hit me. It's like, say, man, if I can write music and write lyrics to songs and put out an album, it was like I could put out a book.
Mm-hmm.
And so I approached it in that same manner.
Yeah.
And so the title was the first thing I got the title, and the second thing was I began to write down the chapters, the things I want to talk about.
Oh.
So I wrote down all my chapters, the topics I want to talk about in the book, and then I began to write
Just
about
fill
each
that
chapter,
space in.
filling in the space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that makes it.
Yeah.
It puts a less strain on my brain right
Yeah.
there. Like
Yeah.
I in my process of wanting to write a book and wanting to know what I was going to write about and have the idea, like that was the process that I went through right there. And I was like, okay, so this is it. This is just like a little skeleton structure of it, a little skeletal structure. And I'm like, this is exactly what I do when I write poetry as well.
Right.
You know, so why not just apply that to a book? Because just I know the extensiveness of what it takes to put in a book. You know, and from a person that don't care to read, I care to listen to people read. You know, it is like, what you doing writing books though? You know, you don't need to be writing no books if you ain't reading like that. It's not that I don't like to read. It's just that my comprehension of when I do read, I can't focus on one thing.
Well, I'm an audiobook man myself.
Exactly. I gotta have the audiobook. I can't focus on words that somebody else wrote just because I'm like, well, I would probably take this story this way and then run it. And I'm like, now I got my own scenario in my head and I'm not even focused on what I'm supposed to be reading. Yeah. So, you know, it's very but yeah, you tell me that story and I'll sit down and I'm attentive. I'm like, oh shit. And then what happened?
Right.
Oh, yeah. So, you know.
When you think about it, in the ancient days, that's the way wisdom was given to the youth.
Yeah.
They didn't give them a book.
Right.
It was transferred down orally.
Yeah.
And for me, I began reading books. I read my first book in '96. First book. But I'm talking about besides school books. Yeah. Like a book I said I'm gonna read on my own. Right. '96 was my first book I read. Book by Elijah Muhammad called Message to the Black Man. Okay. And that book changed my life. Changed my life. It's one after reading that book, I put down the childish me. And I said, it's time to work. It's time to be a man. It's time to get on my purpose and my God plan for life. And so I've read several books around that time. But recently, since I moved to Texas, I began on my audiobook journey. And man, I've been knocking them down. I could do 3 books a day.
Yeah.
On the audiobook platform.
Right.
You feel me?
What books are you consuming?
Bruh, I've been here for 7 years.
Yeah.
In my 7 years, I ain't gonna shit to you. I remember Kevin Hart talking about not Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, that he read like 3,000 books.
Yeah. No, that's
and that's 3,000 books, but brother,
it's a lot.
Hey, I done read at least 100 books since I've been out here.
Oh, you got an audiobook as well?
My book is available in audio too.
Did you read it yourself?
Audio. I audiobooked it myself.
Get out of here. Come on.
I audiobooked my own book.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the way to go, though. That's the way to go. Your words and your voice.
Yeah.
That's the perfect way. Yes.
Yeah.
You're giving me so much hope. I'm really looking to get into it.
And I can retain it. It's like something about when you're listening, it sticks.
Yeah.
Reading, I'm not knocking reading, but reading takes energy.
Yes.
It takes an actual energy to move your eyes and to comprehend. It takes energy. So reading make you sleep. I don't know about people, but if I read a book,
people use it too.
In about an hour, I'm about to fall asleep because it takes energy to do that. But something about listening, it acquires nothing but your God-given abilities
to hear.
To just hear, listen. And I could do that all. You doing that even when you're not trying to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right. You're automatically taking the noise.
You're always listening.
Yeah.
The ears don't stop.
No.
You're always listening. So I be in my truck, wherever I'm at, I could do that all day, every day, and I do that all day. I knock them down. I do about 3 books a day, bro.
Yeah.
On audio book.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've gotten certain things that I've listened to just because I'm getting into books more now. Like I never was into books just because I was like, what is reading gonna do for me? You know, but it's fundamental when you find the certain things that you do like.
Right.
And I found certain things that I fall into, especially when it comes to like psychedelics and controlling the mind and being able to shut out the noise. Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, all right, this is, once I finally like started to dabble, like I'm part of Audible, I pay my money into Audible, give me my tokens so I can go ahead and find something that's going to enlighten me, because I think that's what I should use, because I listen to a lot of podcasts, which is good for information, but that's just like random, all over the place information. Right. But when it comes to this audiobook, there's certain things that I can hone in on to where I can I want to be more enlightened about this. Right. And I'm glad that I don't have to read it because I'm going to be interpreting this my own way if I try to read it myself. Right. But if somebody else is reading it to me, then I'm like, I'm just consuming that, taking it in like a sponge, and then I can, regurgitate from it. Like, I'm really good with research when I'm really in the shit. Yeah. And if I'm really down to, look something up and research that, then I retain it. Right. But it's got to be something that I want, know? Yeah. And so listening to these audiobooks, I need something that I'm going to be able to retain because it's something that I want to learn. Yeah. It's different. And it's different out here because this brain is like, all right, but when the fun shit coming? And I'm like, I don't know. Is this not fun? Is reading not fun? It's like, it's fun enough. But, that imagination will run rampant. And I'm like, hold on, bring it back, guy. We need to focus on this here. Right. Yeah. What helps you focus?
For me, it's like you said, man, the things I'm reading about is the things that I want to know about. So I want to know about who I am. I want to know about the functions of my mind. I want to know about all of the things that my mind can do. Yeah. Once I really understand what it can do. Right. And so I read a lot of spiritual books. I read a lot of scientific books. I read a lot of books about energy, about who we are as far as being divine beings. Yeah. And a lot of books about talking about how to become the greatest version of the divine being we are here to be. And so that right there, I told you as a kid, I always felt connected with God. So I want to know everything about that. I want to know from A to Z all about that. Yeah. And so there's information, it's plethora of information dealing with that. And what I found that there's authors from the 60s and the 50s and the 40s and the 30s who was tapped in.
Yes. Yeah.
And man, they left a lot of work for us. Cause it was a different time back then. It was
right.
it was less distractions. It was less noise.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah.
they were so connected to the inner God within them, with the less noise and distraction, that they was able to just to give us what they was connecting to.
Right.
And man, there's so many authors from the and it's a lot of white men. See, I don't deal with the race thing.
Yeah.
I've learned so much from white authors from the 20s and 30s that was totally tapped in to the divine self within them.
Yeah.
And man, I've learned so much, man.
This has been like a theme for the day. Like
Man.
I just finished talking to Raheem Zion.
Okay.
And he was talking about something of the sort as well. And I'm like, yeah, like the spiritual being of being yourself, being you, not being anything else, and not listening to the noise of the outside world. Because social media now, there's so much noise.
Yeah.
There's so much noise. It's like, how you gonna see the stars when there's all this light pollution?
Right,
You know,
right.
you gotta go ahead and bring yourself into the quietness, into the darkness, the mass abyss, to where you can just be.
Right.
You know, not have to be this, not have to be that,
Right.
not
Just
be
be.
swayed into being
Right.
something that you seeing, or this is what people are doing. Nah, man, just be you.
Right.
You know, and that divineness, that
Right.
spirituality that I'm finding more and more now, because
Yeah.
I've been going through bullshit,
Right.
and it's just like, God, how do I combat?
That's
the
a part
bullshit?
of it.
And it's like, nah, yeah, just
part of
embrace it,
Yeah.
because it's life.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna go
Yeah.
through these feelings.
Yeah.
Just know what these feelings are like, and understand that this ain't nothing. You ain't dying. You can go ahead and get through anything if you
Right.
can deal with this.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Am I learning things?
Yeah.
Life
Yeah.
lessons? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm very much so enjoying the person who I'm becoming now, because
Right.
I've opened up.
Yeah.
I've been getting to see, you know, what life is there to offer.
Right.
And not really focusing on what everybody else is doing. Just do my thing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
How long did it take for you to realize that, hey, nigga, just do your thing?
Maybe recently, since I moved out here. Like I said, man, from me moving here to Texas, it really was a game changer. Before I moved here is when I really kind of transformed my mind.
Yeah.
And so I always say that the big change came once I moved here, but actually, if I would have stayed in New Orleans, I might have experienced the same things I'm experiencing now, because the change was an inner change.
Yeah.
My mind changed. I understood who I was a little more.
Yeah.
But in that change, it's like part of it, I believe I had to move. My environment had to change.
Right.
So that's why I was allowed and able to come out here.
I'm thinking about that now. Like,
feel me?
If I were to stay in New Orleans, what type of, like, would I don't. Well, no, I'd probably still be the same person that I am now. It's because, you know, I'll think about it. Growing up in New Orleans, you know, it makes you, compared to like the rest of the world and like culture, because that is your culture. That is where you come from.
Right.
Like, I see my little nephew, and he's a straight New Orleanian. Like,
Yeah.
straight up. Like,
Yeah.
you know exactly where they're coming. And I don't have that because, you know, he's really ingrained in like the depths of it.
Yeah.
I don't have the accent and shit,
Yeah.
and I can't. But, you know, if I get mad, it'll flip into it. But,
Right.
you know,
Right.
I hear a difference, and it's like, would I have been this, or would I have been the typical New Orleanian if I'd still be in New Orleans, if I
Right.
didn't go out, branch out, and see shit?
See, I think we had to branch out, because for me, once I made the inner change, New Orleans didn't match the change that I made within myself.
Yes.
So I had to
Yes,
go
sir.
where my frequency was matched.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
But I also feel that. But now I feel like I can go back and create the change.
yeah.
I can be the change.
That's it.
You see what I'm talking about?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not the New Orleans that I want to be. Like,
Right.
I'm New Orleans inside and out because this is where I'm born, this is where I'm raised. But the New Orleans that I see and the New Orleans that I know, I am not that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I am an amalgamation of everything.
Yeah.
So I want to come back and be like, hey, look, this is what they got out there when you branch out. You know, I know y'all don't want to leave.
It's
This is
more
home.
to it than what you're seeing.
Well, look what you can be. You know, I understand that. Boom, we're also growing from here.
Yeah.
But this is growing, and it's just
Right.
this. This is New Orleanian.
All I knew was that
And
back
that's-
then.
Right.
That's all I knew.
Right. And that's I think about that same thing with Houston because Houston, they stay in that little pocket to where it's screw, drink, swanging, and it doesn't really evolve from there. I mean, it evolves and it grows and it gets bigger,
Right.
but it doesn't become anything different besides
Right.
this is how it was back then, this
Right.
is how it is now, and this
Right.
is what it's always gonna
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, that's dope, that's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
But you know, what happens if it does branch off? What
Right.
happens if it, you know, now your culture is part of the Asian culture now. Now they're swinging in Japan.
Yeah.
you know, like it doesn't necessarily. That's what I'm
Right,
saying. You
right,
know, it doesn't
right.
always have to be this.
Right.
It's nice that you have that, and it's nice that you want to claim that what it is. But when it branches out, it becomes something way bigger, and that's what I want to be.
Right.
I want to be that something that branches out to where I'm like, I'm not just this. I'm a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it. I
Yeah.
feel that, man. Yeah.
Fuck
I feel
yeah.
that, man.
Oh, this has been good. I've begun to learn. I've begun to learn a lot about myself, and it's not about me. It's
Right.
not.
That's
it's
the
about
whole
who I
key.
have on here.
That's the key.
Yeah,
That's the key to life.
Yeah,
That's the key to life. It's not really about you. It's about you because God gave something to you,
yeah,
but what God gave to you is not for you.
yeah.
You feel what I'm talking about?
Right.
What God gave to you is for you to share and give away, because in doing that, something's gonna morph. It's gonna be a change.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna inspire the next person to do something even greater than what God gave you.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. It's about the only thing. The universe is about change. It's always changing and growing,
Right.
and expanding. Nothing
Yeah.
stays the same. It's always about change. So it's all about what's next.
Yeah.
It's about the next thing, right?
Right.
And so I want to help the next thing to come through. That's my thing. My whole thing is I want to keep this thing going, man.
Yeah.
Whatever is next, whatever you have to offer, I want you to give it away, because inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I still get inspired.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
When I see you,
Yeah.
and I saw that video clip, that keeps my flame lit.
Yeah.
That keeps me wanting to be great at what I do.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And so we got to keep the fire lit.
Yeah.
We got to keep the fire
Passing
lit.
that torch.
You
The
feel me?
Olympics.
That's it,
yes,
bro.
sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm past that fire.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Your torch light my torch. And I'm gonna keep this flame lit. Just
Right.
because everybody needs to see the light that we bring. You know? Fuck
Right,
yeah,
right,
that's
right,
beautiful.
Right, man.
Oh, that feels good. All right, you know, I'm finding myself the more and more I speak to people. And I keep getting lost every time because I don't know. You know, yeah, this is
Look, my queen who's behind the camera, y'all can't see her. But the truth is, she put out a book a few months before I finished my book.
Yeah.
And once she put out her book, that made me want to finish my book. You feel me?
Yeah.
I see, man, and I was trying to finish it in December of last year. I wanted to finish my movie I put out in December, and I wanted to finish that book. I finished the movie, but I didn't finish the book. But once she put out her book like maybe like January, February or something like that. And it just inspired me to finish what I had started.
Yeah.
You know?
That inspiration and the boost of confidence.
That's what life does. Life is, we all in this thing together. We all breathing the same stuff, the God stuff. We all breathing this stuff. We all.
She's saying that you inspired her to write her book. I'm assuming she
Ain't
just
that
finished it
something?
before you.
You know what I'm
That's it.
but that's what life is. Life is
Yes,
we are
sir.
all inspiring each other
Yeah.
to be what it is that we are. And what
Yeah.
that is, we are all expressions of source, of God. And so in order for us to really be that, there's others, there's ones who are really expressing the core essence of what we are.
Yeah.
And by them expressing that core essence that we really are, it reminds us to do the same. And really, so it's just God. God is the activity of life. And so we have to we don't have life, we have to be life.
Yeah.
And so life is the activity. Life is about being what we are. And so if you're not being that, you're kind of stagnant. And stagnation is dead.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not doing nothing, if you're not being what you are, if you're not expressing who you are, if you're not talking about who you are, if you're not being creative and showing who you are and your creativity,
Yeah.
you're not
And what
being.
you doing with your life?
You're not really being, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
brother.
definitely be. Man. Dude, you've been dropping some gems, and I really appreciate you, man. So before we get out of here, I'd like to play a little game.
Yeah.
A game of choices, just to
Okay.
break up the monotony of everything.
Yeah.
There's so much that I got to go home and think about now. Just so I can be a better person.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, so this game of choices. You got 4 options and 4 choices, all right?
Okay.
All right, so you got to be one, you got to raise one, you got to sell one, and you got to have relations with the other one. And your choices are a mermaid, a mogwai, a Mexican, and a manatee. Be one, raise one, sell one, relations with the other one.
What that last one was?
Mermaid, mogwai, Mexican, manatee.
What is that last
A
one?
manatee is that they're sea cows. They're in Florida. They're kind of endangered and everything. They're like a fat porpoise, kind of, sort of, seal / porpoise, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What stood out to me is the Mogwai. That's the
Oh,
gremlins, right?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, right.
The Mogwai, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but the Mogwai stood out. Look. And so you gotta
be one of them, raise one of
raise
them,
one,
sell one of them,
sell one,
in relations with the other one,
and have relations with the other one. What's the other one?
Mermaid, walk by.
The one I didn't pick.
Any one of them. Yeah, you pick what you want to do. You can pick. Yeah.
So to be a Mogwai.
All right, you're gonna be a Mogwai. All right.
I'll be a Mogwai, right?
All right.
So the Mogwai, that means I can't eat after 12 o'clock, right?
Right.
Because
We fasted around that
stay
time
a
anyway.
Mogwai, right?
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to turn into the gremlins, right? But
It's
the gremlins
crazy
look like
that
they were
people
having
be
mad
knowing
fun.
the
The
rules.
gremlins were having fun though.
They do have a good
They
time.
were having the ball, man.
Yeah.
Right? But I want to remain the little cute furry guy. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, I feel you.
So I would be the Mogwai.
All right.
And to be that, I would just remain. I would be in my order of operation.
Yeah.
And that means I gotta live by the rules of the Mogwai, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so to raise a Mogwai goes kind of in the same order of being one. So you gotta know who you are and what you are, and know how to sustain
Yeah.
to be the Mogwai. Which
All right.
again, you can't eat after 12 o'clock.
Right.
Because if you do, you ain't gonna be a Mogwai no more, right?
All right, so you're going to be a Mogwai. You're going to raise what?
Gonna
What you
raise
raising? What do you raise? You got to raise either a mermaid
Oh, I
or
gotta pick- I
Mexican.
gotta pick
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So each question is a new pick.
Yeah. There's choices. So you're going to be a Mogwai.
I got you.
You're going to raise what?
I'm gonna raise the mermaid.
You going to raise a mermaid?
I'ma raise a
okay.
mermaid.
Okay.
I guess I'll raise a mermaid because mermaids are special. Mermaids are special. I think we all are mermaids in a sense because
Yeah. Sure.
the mermaids are in the water, but I mean, even though we have an atmosphere, the atmosphere is water.
Yeah.
It's just a thinner version of water.
Yeah.
But we still in the water.
Yeah,
You know, so-
Jason Momoa is also a mermaid. Haley
Yeah.
Bailey is also a mermaid. So it depends on what type of mermaid you're going with.
Yeah.
You know, so all right, you're gonna be a mermaid. I mean, you're gonna be a Mogwai. You're gonna raise a mermaid. You're gonna sell what? You got a Mexican and a manatee.
I'm gonna have to sell that last one.
You gonna sell a
'Cause
manatee?
I don't really know too much about that one. So
They're
sell
in
that.
danger. You can sell them on the black market, make a lot of money.
Yeah,
make a
I
lot of
sell
money
that.
for it. So
Sell that.
you're selling them. All right, and you gonna have relations with the Mexican.
I'll do that now. I'll work with a lot of Mexicans.
Yeah. So do I.
They out here.
They are out here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they know how to make some good sopapillas. So you, as a Mogwai, it's gonna be a good life. I think it's gonna be an okay life.
Yeah, that's pretty balanced life. That's balanced right there. Yeah.
Oh, good job, man. Thank you, dude.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank
let
you.
everybody know where they
Thank
can
you.
follow you at, dude.
Oh man, y'all can follow me on Facebook at Siraj Wilson. That's my government name, Siraj Wilson. But on Instagram, y'all can follow me at Siraj Rich God on Instagram. There you can find me post my shows of Artist Access on there. But I also have an Artist Access page on Instagram as well, and that one you can follow at The Artist Access Show, where you will find me posting every episode, all pictures taken on the show and everything dealing with Artist Access. And you can also go to YouTube and type in Artist Access. There you would also find me posting the whole show, because on Instagram it just clips. But on YouTube you can find the whole episode of the Artist Access Show. There on that page you can find videos, some of my music videos. You can find my movies that I've done.
Hell yeah.
All of that good stuff is on YouTube at Artist Access Channel. And you can go to Tubi and watch some of my movies.
Come on, Tubi.
Go to Tubi. I have a movie on Tubi
Yes,
right
sir.
now called Clock House. Click that. That's a good movie that's out right now. You can also find The Devil's Kiss on Tubi and Prime Videos as well. And you can find Sequel Lane on Tubi, Prime Videos, all streaming platforms as well.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, tap in, follow me.
Yes,
I got a lot going on, and I'm gonna keep on going, brother. I'm gonna keep on
love
going.
it.
You know what I'm
Hell
talking
yeah.
about?
Man, well, this
Yeah.
has been Tell Me a Joke, the guideline of Chasing the Dream. I'm your host of Maniacal Menace. Kyle Smith said the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And until next time, man, keep dreaming, jokers. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Hell yeah.